I finally bought a house. There it is. All right, so I'm starting my day with a pretty simple breakfast here, and it's quick and easy because I want to spend some time talking about why I finally bought my first house. What does this stuff even mean? And I'm pretty excited about it. This wasn't something I had any interest in doing. In the fall, I did share with you 3 goals that I have personally. 2 was to buy a house, which was a medium-term goal. I achieved number 2 way faster than I thought I would. And we get here because I'm no longer renting. I've bought my own home. I've been in it for a few months now. Haven't really done much to it. It's as is, but it's summer break now, and I have a lot more time to spend investigating and researching and actually doing the things that I want to do. So I had always rented. It was just easier, right? You don't have to do any maintenance. You don't have to worry about shoveling the snow, which we get a lot of that where I live. It was definitely cheaper because of the properties that I was in. My grandfather was the owner, landlord, I guess, and he didn't give me any major discounts because I was family, but it was easy. I knew that if something needed to be fixed, he would fix it or take care of it. He ended up, as he's getting older, selling the property, and he sold it to a really good landlord who lived out west and wasn't here to take care of it, but he had somebody taking care of it, and all was good. Eventually, that landlord got sick, and the people that were the property managers, I guess, were taking care of things. They were moving, so a property management rental company came on board, and they started managing the property. And I don't want to go into that too much, but I just didn't have a good feeling about these guys. First few months were good or whatever. In my opinion, good is not seeing them at all. And then after that, there were a few issues that just led to me realizing that my time renting was up. Yes, there was going to be a rent increase, which I was always fine with anytime that happened because I understand. There was going to be a rent increase. There were a few other things that were happening, new tenants moving in to the other units at least, and things had changed for me. And I kind of saw the warning signs of, okay, maybe this is finally the time that I need to go out and purchase my own place. This really isn't something that I had any catalyst to do because I was happy, it was easy, it was cheap, and it met all the needs that I had, which honestly aren't very much. But the final push that got me looking into my own places was receiving 2 false notice to vacate. And I also had my power canceled. So first notice to vacate wasn't very good, and I was kind of panicking a little bit because I was like, what is this? I've paid my rent in full on time every single month and sent them the proof of that, and they didn't even say sorry. So that left me with a sour taste in my mouth. And then another tenant moved into the unit below me, but somehow the power commission shut off my power. So it was in the wrong unit, and that was a whole debacle that took about a month and a half to settle. And then a few weeks later, I got another false notice to vacate for no reason. I was really not enjoying the experience of the new property managers coming over. But between those 3 things and a bunch of other things happening that I don't want to get into, I just didn't feel valued and I didn't feel safe, really. And that was an eye-opening experience for me. The fact that all of a sudden I did not feel safe in the area that I live in. And having safety, those of us that do have it, it's something that you should not ever take for granted. Basically, those three things were the catalyst to me looking for a place. The only problem is I didn't know what I was looking for. So let's go for a quick drive and I'll explain a little bit more about that. And once I got looking at all of the different listings, I was thinking about what type of house I wanted. And my dream house would definitely be to live on the lake. I love paddleboarding, I love swimming. I do that a lot anyway, loading my vehicle up and going to the lake. So if I lived on the lake, I think I would do it even more. But I didn't want to spend all the money that it would take to buy a house and a property on the lake. And there really wasn't much for sale at that time. So that was out of the picture. And I looked at some of the other houses and people were just asking too much, in my opinion, for certain things. And other ones maybe weren't in the best area or had like at least a good neighbor that was well known for the wrong reasons. So there was really only one house that it came down to and that I was interested in. And there were three things that I was looking for. Number one, I wanted to have as low maintenance as possible, right? I didn't want to be spending all my time and money and energy into renovating a house. Number two, I wanted it to allow me to record content and grow my business and create videos and do lots of things. And number three, I wanted it in a quiet neighborhood that just suits my personality. And I was able to find all three things in the house that I bought. So I spent some more time scrolling through the listings, and there was really only one property that stood out to me. The house is 12 or 13 years old. It's close to my work. It's close to downtown, the stores, the highway. I could walk to my parents from here, and it's in a really great neighborhood. And it only takes 10 minutes to mow the lawn. I called my realtor who was on a cruise in the Caribbean and he wasn't going to be back for 10 days, but I said, if the house is still available when you get back, we're going to look at it because I'm really interested in it. So he got back from his cruise, we came and looked at the place and it looked like the photos, so it checked out. A few days after I looked at the place, I was able to give them an offer that was $20,000 less than their asking price because the house had been on the market for about 2 months and I knew that I was comfortable paying that amount. So I gave them my offer. They then counter offered with a higher number and I said, no, I already gave you my offer. And they did come down to me. So I was able to get it for $20,000 less than they were asking for it. And now that that whole process is done, I moved in and I've been here for a couple months now. I'm really happy to say I'm enjoying it. So thank you for watching this video. I'm really excited to be in my own place that I can finally call home, create lots of content that is definitely coming down the pipeline. So if you like this video, click the thumbs up button and click the subscribe button to learn how you can upgrade your mindset, money, and more.